It's the Marty Show.
Hello and welcome to the Marty Show. Today I'm going to review the first issue of Nightclub by Millar and Juanan Ramirez. This issue was released on December 14th, 2022, so it is quite new as I am recording this, and I thought, why not review something fresh and new for you guys? And this is as good a choice as any for as far as new comics are concerned. This is published by Image Comics and comes at a cover price of $1.99 US and $2.99 in Canada. One of the reasons why I bought it was the lower price point. It's a very reasonable price, I think, for a new comic. These days, comics tend to be pricey. They rarely go for anything less than $3.99 or $4.99. I think it's a very good price point for a new series like that. This is issue 1 of 6, although if it is successful enough, I think it might be the first story arc of many. Of course, you might know Mark Millar from Kick-Ass, which is one of his most famous creations. He tends to write for adult readers, but in this case, I think he's trying to reach a younger audience. There's a bit of blood and violence, and it's got kind of a horror vibe, but it's more of a mix of horror with some superhero action. The main characters are teenagers, and this is definitely aimed at readers who are around the same age as them. Although, even if you are over 40 like me, you might still get a kick out of it. The premise is there is this group of teens hanging out on a rooftop while making a YouTube video, and a bicycle stunt that they are doing goes wrong, and one of them has an accident and is seriously injured. So he ends up being hospitalized, and of course his mom is upset because he's badly injured. And he might actually not recover from his injuries. But then he gets a special visit by a so-called police officer who is actually a vampire. He bites our young hero and turns him into a creature of the night. And what's happening here is that he's healing young people who got badly injured, and he is recruiting them into his army to fight against some evil forces. We still don't really find out who they are or what they're all about. Basically, he's turning people who might not recover from their injuries into vampires, and he then trains them to become powerful allies and to assist him in his quest. Overall, it's a pretty interesting premise, and I'm actually looking forward to see where it goes. In this case, we're talking about, at least as far as we know, good vampires. They don't feed on victims, then again, that we know of, and they've got blood reserves, and I would assume they will feed off criminals, or at least bad guys, rather than feeding off the innocent. It seems to be for the greater good, at least according to what we learn in this issue. Again, there will be twists and turns for sure. I won't tell you everything that happens here. This is just a short review. In fact, if it seems interesting enough, then just go buy it. You won't regret it. There are some variant covers as well if the regular cover isn't your thing, or if you prefer different art styles. Interestingly, the cover pretty much spoils the ending of the issue because it ends with our hero wearing a Mexican wrestler mask. And if you look on the cover, you see that it seems to be part of their uniform. And based on what we can glean from the comic, they also wear it to avoid from getting burned too badly by sunlight. So what do I think about this comic? I would say check it out if it seems interesting enough to you. Again, at this price, it's a pretty good deal, and even if it ends up not being your thing, it's definitely not going to break the bank. It's got nice artwork, an intriguing story, and basically it's a fun and breezy read, and I give it 2 severed thumbs up. Check it out.
Thanks for watching.